I'm going to show you how I went from just closure and bundles to this look right here. Before you start watching this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Let's get into it. To start, I'm going to bleach the knots on the closure. This is going to help the closure look more natural when my client wears her wig. I use a mixture of bleaching powder and developer to bleach the knots on the closure, and I wash it away after about 20 minutes with my purple shampoo and apply conditioner after washing it with the purple shampoo to condition the hair. I air dry it. I like to leave the purple shampoo on for about 10 minutes before I wash it off to take away any look of brassiness. Now it's time to make our wig. I'm going to use this wig cap right here. I put the wig cap on my mannequin head, and I'm going to use my T-pins to pin the closure on the wig cap on the front side of my mannequin head, of course. So this is the closure right here after it has head edge. To pin it down on the canvas head. Next, I'm going to use my curved needle to sew the closure all around on, of course, is it the four corners, the three corners of the closure, the left side, the right side, and the back side of the closure. I'm going to sew it around with my needle and my thread. I'm going to use my sewing machine to add the bundles. You can see how well sewn, neatly sewn and secure the closure is on the wig cap that I'm using. And of course, I already outlined the area where I'm going to sew the weft. And next, I'm going to add the wefts. I have tutorials on how I make my wigs on my YouTube channel, so go check out the videos. This is the bundles, and I'm just going to add it. And this is the finished look after I've sewed down the weft to the areas that are outlined on the wig cap. Next, it's time to style this wig, and this is what it looks like right now. And you can't style your coily wig without water and at least have a leave-in conditioner. You can choose to have just water. You can also add your leave-in conditioner to the water. And I'm using the Anti-Jackie's Coil La 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 Defining Coil Custard. This is going to be the leave-in conditioner that I'm going to use for this tutorial. I'm going to use that comb and collect it and put a little bit of it into that water bottle. After taking that first portion, I'm going to take a little extra and add to the bottle and shake. Yes, give it a really good shake to ensure that the two products, that's the water and the leave-in conditioner, mixes really well together, and it's like a very smooth, creamy solution. And next, it's time to spray this mixture all over the hair. I'm starting from the front side. I'm going to work my way towards the back of the hair, the middle part of the hair. Just spray it all over to ensure that all the strands of your hair receives this juice, because this is what is going to help define the coils really well. It's what is going to allow us comb the hair effortlessly without having any breakage, and it's just going to make the hair feel soft and buttery and very easy to manage. I sprayed the water all over the entire hair from the front side to the back. My hairbrush to brush through it just to ensure that you get a very good detangle. I know, yes, we just made this wig, so it's not expected for it to be tangled because of course it's a new wig, but you want to ensure that you really do this step because coily hairs need this process. If you don't do it, you might have your client complaining about the hair not being easy to manage or the hair shedding. So you want to ensure that you use your leave-in conditioner, saturate the hair with water and your leave-in, brush through it and let the hair air dry. Never use a hand dryer to dry your wig. Coily hair, straight hair, wavy hair, never use a hand dryer. Always ensure that when your hair is wet, you wash it or you use a leave-in conditioner on it, that you let the hair air dry. Air drying your hair is one of the best things you can do for your natural hair. But when you use a hand dryer, it sort of makes the hair not to have the natural smoothness and texture that it should have. So please always air dry your wigs, your hair extensions, your natural hair. After I've ensured that this hair is completely detangled, I'm going to even try and start combing through the area where I'm going to style. That's the closure area. My client wants this wig as a left side part. That's the reason why you can see me just trying to comb around the closure area to sort of start styling the left side part. Even if I'm still going to style it with heat. This is what the hair looks like right now, and it's really, really nice. Yes, the curls are really well defined. It's beautiful. But the thing is that because I'm letting the hair droop down, you notice that it looks like the hair is not very full. I'm going to use this hairnet here to pack the curls back up. The essence of me doing this is to ensure that the hair doesn't dry to have this very lazy curl pattern. I still want it to look full and fluffy when it dries. That's the reason why I'm using this hairnet to pack the curls back up. So it's just going to help me ensure that I have that very full and voluminous look. And this is what the hair looks like after I air dried it with that hairnet on it. I'm using my Milani foundation in the shade Golden Toffee. I use this foundation here as my lace tint. I know people like to invest in getting lace tint, but for me, I feel like there's no more perfect lace tint for caramel skin tone girls, more chocolate skin tone girls. It's better than this particular foundation right here. And after applying the foundation to the lace area, it's time to style the closure area. Now I applied my hair wax. I'm going to spray my heat protectant spray to the hair on the lace closure area, and I start using my hot coiling wand to flatten the hair around the closure area. If you have a hot comb, please use your hot comb to do this step. But for this particular tutorial, I'm using my hot coiling wand. I'm just going to use my hot coiling wand to flatten the entire area, and it's time to ensure that the pattern is straight, and to also, after ensuring that the pattern is straight, what I'm going to do next is to also pluck out the hairs that are along the parts to further define the line of the part. Because if I just cut the pattern to be straight, there are still going to be hairs that are along that part. So it's not going to be popping that, oh, this is a very clean side part, because of the hairs that are still along that part. So after I'm satisfied with how I want the pattern to be in terms of the left side part being a straight part, very straight part, I would then go back to pull out some hairs on that part much later. But for right now, I'm still trying to flatten the hair around the front of the closure area, and after doing this, I'll proceed to the next step of cleaning out the part. That's the lining of the part. You'll notice that while I'm trying to pull out the strands that I took out from that line, I'm pulling the hair out very gently because I'm trying to ensure that I don't damage the lace. So when you're extracting hair from the parts, you want to be very careful so you don't over pull and tear the lace in the process. Be very gentle when you're pulling out the hair that is laying on your way, on the way of your part. If you're probably doing a side part, a middle part, a C part, any hair that's lying on the pouch you want to pull out, put it very gently so you don't tear your lace. I'm pleased with the part line I have now. It's more obvious. It's not too wide. Take note, I took just one strand of hair from that part to ensure that it still has a natural look and it's not still over plucked. Right now, I want to use this concealer right here on the part, and it's the Zickel concealer in the shade, I think honey or mango, I can't even remember, but I'm going to use this concealer on that line. This is going to make the pattern look more obvious. It's also going to make it look more natural and realistic, because most times the inner part of our hair looks lighter than the rest of our body. That's the reason why I'm using that lighter concealer just on the parting area. Yes, so I'm just going to blend it in to ensure that the concealer is well blended, and I'm just going to go back in to flatten the hair on the rest of the closure. If you're getting value from this video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, share with your friend who's also going to get value out of it, and please subscribe to my channel. If you're not yet subscribed, check out my website to purchase my ebooks, how to start your hair business, hair extension, extensions and how to test its quality, buy wigs from me at ENLBeautyHair on Instagram. You can send me a DM if you want to custom order a wig. Yeah, so this is what the hair looks like right now. I'm just about to cut the lace, and when I want to cut the lace, I try as much as possible to not cut in a straight pattern. If you cut your lace in a straight pattern, it's going to make it look very unnatural. So the best way to cut your lace is to cut it in a jagged pattern, which is like a zigzag pattern. So you're going to watch how I go from one side and tilt it upwards and go down and tilt it back upwards to create that zigzag pattern. If you can invest in getting a zigzag scissors, please do it. I haven't found where I can buy a zigzag scissors yet. That's the reason why I'm still using my razor blade, but as soon as I get the zigzag scissors, I'll be using that. I'm going to keep on cutting in that zigzag pattern. As you can see how I go up, come down, and when I get to the end, I just cut it out. So this is, you can see how the pattern on the lace is. It's not straight, it's jagged, and that's the method that makes your wig look most natural. Don't cut it straight, else the straight line is just going to show. There's still a bit of lace on that edge. I'm just going to cut out that excess lace, and we'll be done with the lace cutting process. Then we'll just proceed to just style the closure area a little bit more, and this is the finished look of the wig. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, guys. Please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, share with your friend who's also going to get value out of it, and please subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed. Remember, be bold, have courage, live a positive life, and I'll catch you in my next video. If you would like to purchase this hair or something similar or something different, you can reach out to me on Instagram at ENLBeautyHair, and I'll be glad to ship you a custom made wig fit for you.